veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. From the 27, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott now. And this is caught at the 8. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Morrow, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays altogether. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Elliott. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To the air again, Prescott. Now he's forced out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On second down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-14. A minute 8 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And that's complete to Brown. Here's Dak. He's got Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point inside the goal. We may very well be headed overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a fun